let's start with the horse one first.
Okay, because it's the year of the horse.
I mean, to be fair, I didn't even think that much, but yes, that works.
I was like, did they belt this because it's the Chinese New Year?
No.
Hello everyone and welcome back to the Refresh Step where you recover yourself for the main step. I'm your host for today, tomorrow and the foreseeable future, Theodore Lu. And I'm with Autos Battler in the UK and admin of the World's Best English Wiki, Ayumu Seiki.
Hello.
Oh my goodness. I think Ayumu ran out of battery. But not me, because you know what, Ayumu? I bought like my coffee from a vending machine earlier.
Mm-hmm.
And it has a strength slider, just like a video game.
Well, so after getting sponsored by Couple Collectibles, now you're getting sponsored by a coffee company.
One day. Yeah. But we did have like a small kind of like a trial sponsorship with our friends at Cardboard Collectible. But like I will shield them regardless because they have been keeping the lifeline of us, like the European players, alive. So yeah, shout out to them regardless. But yeah, thank you very much also for sponsoring us, for trusting us to help you guys to get more Battle players in Europe.
Yes, get more customers.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We can
become one of us.
Exactly. Become one of us. Today, because we have a very special end of the week actually. That's like not only last week as the Valentines Day, the release of a lot of very nice stuff, but also
yes, the release of very nice stuff.
Yes.
In the bed.
Exactly. B75. So yeah, this is a spoiler, but this will be out on the weekend. But yeah, I will. I guess you guys can guess what is the rest of that thing. But I will try to get them out like the end of this week. But yeah. Also, where was I? And then this week, because we are both Chinese diaspora in a way. Of course, Ayumu is more Chinese than me, but still, I still have the cultural kind of like, what was it again? Yeah, anyway, I have the cultural relevance to celebrate the Lunar New Year. So yeah, Happy New Year, everyone! Yay!
Yippee!
Yeah, if you are married,
if
you are married, just DM us. So because we want to ask for the red pocket money, we accept PayPal. So don't worry. Distance will not stop us from like getting your angpao. Thank you very much. We are not married yet. Yeah, not to each other, not to anyone else. So yeah, we can't give you angpao. So sorry about that. Not that even if I got married, even I wouldn't probably still wouldn't give angpao. But yeah, the moment I sign the papers, I will be German. Like, huh? Chinese New Year, what's that? But of course, Diva, not Diva. Of course, speaking of Valentine, because we don't have a special one yet. We do have something, a gift from last month, which is the PSC51 memorial record, which is supposed to have like the best of like of the Diva cards. Well, I guess 50% of that is kind of true because they finally reprinted Sengoku Fest main stage, which is something that we need.
That's something that a lot of us need.
Exactly, still need like a lot, and then. Yeah, the one that is probably unnecessary is the revival version of Kneel Down Everyone. If anything, where is our Elusive Sakura Mystery? I know they have reprinted that in the premium Pande, but yeah.
Oh yeah, they have not reprinted that in the set. Oh my god,
Exactly.
Even I didn't realize that, bro.
Bro, I know, right? That's like because like especially if you have Magoichi in your hand, it's a one cost draw 2 and it's a defensive burst like. That's basically everything that you need in a lot of decks right now. So yeah,
Yeah, especially yeah. Actually, no, you didn't mention Magoichi Lamau. Yeah.
Yeah, Magoichi did get reprinted, so yeah, that's another good thing. Yeah, so but of course, that means we also have lots of new way. If we have a new way, recent way to kind of like complete our Diva deck, so that's what we are going to talk about today. Since we have talked about like the decks that we want to build from BS75, and we still haven't tested them, so the actual after testing list will be coming like hopefully in 2 to 3 weeks.
Yeah.
And then basically the rest of that, today we are going to kind of want to induct you guys, because you know there's this thing called the Diva format.
Ooh.
Yeah. Which is
Actually, have you prepared the images for the rules on the Diva format?
Oh, true. So because
True.
the most important thing about the Diva format, actually,
You keep talking.
Yeah. Exactly. While I prepare it, I will keep you guys engaged.
No, actually, keep talking. What the hell?
I was like, loading what to talk about next, like, because it's like the most important thing, right? There's the PDF that has the important stuff, which is basically the cards that you can use in the Diva format. Is basically, of course, cards from the Diva set, but also we do have Diva cards that are released outside of the set, promotion cards and everything. They can be included. And then there are reprint of cards that are normally not in the Diva set, but they do have the Diva art. That one you can use. But if they don't have the Diva art, then you cannot use them. So basically, as you can see in the picture here, if you wanted to use a Diamond Wall Revival, then you have to use the one with Jen on it. Yeah. Pretty neat, isn't it?
And I think what's pretty funny is that like this image was released before I think it was BSC 46.
Mm-mm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and so like people saw the nest, it's like, oh, Usaki's getting a new card.
Yeah. And turns out she did.
They did,
Yippee.
yeah. I actually tried to use her today, but yeah, they're just better options, unfortunately.
Yeah. It is what it is.
We will go to that later.
Exactly.
Stay tuned.
Yay. And you know what? Since they are their own format, you know what else a format needs other than the cards at the card pool? A ban list. Yippee. And you know what is the most like irritating thing about this ban list? They actually use the ban pair. Like, we have this thing called the ban pair, which is like banning pair, which is like in almost every game. Basically you cannot use any combination of this card in the same deck. So basically, if you have any single one of this specific Flame Sandria, then you cannot bring this specific what was that again? Piscagalion. Yeah,
Piscagalion.
Yeah, Piscagalion. I only remember Piscagalion. I remember Pistina Galleon.
Oh, Pistina Galleon.
Yeah, Pistina. Yeah. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry, Pistina. I wronged you. Yeah, and then we also cannot bring more than one copy of like these cards on the bottom. Yeah, they are limited because I just realized I almost made decks with them inside. Thank goodness I didn't. Well, I made one of them. I'm already like been in this format for way longer, so I'm already aware that Sandy Leonora, if you bring her to 3, like use basically every single Grand Siesta deck will just evolve into like 3 Monochrome Fantasia Sandy, 3 Alex. The rest are just basically things to keep you alive, and then you will never run out of like things to attack with.
Yeah.
Yep.
Same with Boundary Cell, which you just get a life heal every turn.
Oh yeah, that's actually disgusting.
Yeah. So like to explain, so Mew is because it's too quick for aggro decks.
Exactly.
It's 1/1, and you get a net gain 1 as well. Or you get a +1, yeah. Yep. Because like you're pretty much gonna be playing like a full Pretty Animals deck anyway.
Yep.
And then the Neirantail one is simply because it's too many recycling.
I think in one card you can recycle 2 cards, right? So yeah. That's
No, it's gonna be 2 recycling for 2, but it's because like you need, if you actually want a recycling engine, you also need Sengoku Mainfest.
Oh yeah, and then she has a private wear, so like yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so it's 2 for 1 for 1 or 2 for 2, but you know, just in general, even without the looping element, the fact that you can just recycle any stage style.
Yes.
From like 1 card barely without any condition,
Yeah.
It's just like very decent. So yeah.
And then that Bundy cell is like, it's disgusting. It's like simply disgusting. Like I thought, like I first like read the card when it first came in BSC 37, and I was like, this looks pretty neat, but like I'm kind of like locked into like having to play like another boundary. So like you said, and then I played against Toki, and he uses the boundary cell, and then like, ooh, if I were like, even if I have like only 1% disadvantage against him, the moment he opened the first boundary cell, it's like, yeah, this is going to be a long grind game, or I cannot win this. Like I'm going to run out of resource before he actually like reaches 5 life, because like he casually just goes to 4, heals to 6, and then like, okay, so the moment he went to 5, he went to 7. So like, yeah, like it's a struggle just to get him back to 5 lives, which is weird. Which is a really weird thing to say, especially because in BS75 we do get like lots of like resetter. We have Sigmund Nova and we have Sigmund Nova Alter, which is just two
but
different version of each other. Yeah, just a different version of each other. Yeah, but yeah. So that's the ban is out of the way. So of course, as I said, I do have like one deck that has the card that is in the ban list. It's my favorite.
Ooh.
My favorite deck so far. Ooh, that's a free fan service from Ayumu. Yeah. So this is a Grand Siesta deck. I actually made a video of this deck already, so you guys can check that out as well if you guys can want to get like a general idea.
Being lazy. Damn. Yeah.
You guys want to have like a general idea of like how the deck works. Because like, of course I have like new stuff that is not in that video, but like generally I think like it's going to work the same. Because yeah, basically this one, instead of being sensible and playing Grandwalker producer Saraswati, the adept producer Saraswati, I do try to use the producer Artemis.
I mean,
yeah. I guess like that is also the other alternative, right? So I guess you can either use.
They're expecting you to use Artemis anyways. So.
Exactly. And I did, just like the model customer that I am. But yeah, this is this pretty heavy manifest focus deck, which is once you get but you basically need to get to 3 counters at least, because the only heavy the one that has like very heavy counter is like Sensi Leonora, which requires 4. But yeah, she's not really like the main thing. I think like the part of Grand Siesta that I really like is that basically it's kind of like it really feels kind of like a good stuff deck, in which like you basically can hit with whatever you get, because like half of this deck has this family called Grand Style, which is pretty much exclusive to Grand Siesta. And you have
I was actually discussing with Eno today that like there's a difference between good stuff and toolbox deck.
Oh yeah. Probably
so
toolbox.
What you're describing is actually toolbox.
Okay, that's
like the concept of toolbox is literally what you said. So whatever you grab, you can finish the game with it. Good stuff usually means an unofficial deck. So a deck which is not designed by the officials, but rather the players. And because usually what the players do is that they literally put everything good inside one deck, which is why it's called a good stuff deck.
Yeah, true.
So they're not mutually exclusive, but in your case here, it's literally just toolbox deck, not good stuff. If you like mixing teams with like different finishers in it, then yeah, it's a good stuff toolbox. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you for clarifying that.
No.
I know I can count on you. But yeah, basically, yeah. Also, like the fun part is like why you can kind of like toolbox everything and like use everything to kind of like hit your opponent. It's because of this girl on the bottom left, producer Alex, because she's basically your win button. Because once she has like six scores on her, basically every single one of your grand style spirits cannot be blocked, and when they are removed from the field, you can return them to hand. And she also has a grand skill. By paying 2, you can summon any grand siesta from your hand that is cost 5 or lower. So basically, you can resummon Senisi Leonora, like 3 of these cards over here. So basically, Senisi Leonora, and also Ryukina Os. And also because this, because this deck is also a manifest focus deck. So basically, your manifest spirit can also go back to hand and then like go straight back into the field. Yeah, I think like this is also I really like because I really like this build particularly because I can bring a lot of Secular Metum, which is my favorite diva from Grand Siesta. Like again,
well, you say a lot, but there are only like 2 versions of her in here.
Yeah, so that's probably the only part that that is a little bit weak out of my argument because people have been like topping with like the Secular Metum build. But I like mechanically speaking, I prefer like just like using everyone and then like changing like how I play like according to what I draw. That's especially because like Diva format we mostly play it like casually, so I guess like that's also why am I trying so hard in playing in very casual games. But I guess
well the Diva format is literally a waifu war just to see whose waifu is better.
True. Yeah. Now I'm questioning myself. Why am I not pushing my waifu in a waifu war? Yeah, that's kind of fun.
I mean, I'm disappointed in you.
Yeah. Next Diva episode, I'm going to make like the secular only build. You can. This is now official. You can clip this.
Lamau.
Yeah.
You better clip this yourself.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. And then I get the usual. Also like the other good thing about like Grand Siesta is you have like lots of searchers. So basically you have WCC Thunder and you have the Starfest Negas Boko. So you already have 6 searcher. You can add the searching for Artemis Negas Boko, the pre-revival one if you want, but I guess like the post-revival one is manifest, so I guess you want that. And then what else? Yeah. And then the deck in general can heal a lot with the Crimson Dress Sandy. So I guess like Crimson Dress Sandy is probably like the main the main card, quote unquote, in this deck. Like everything else is just basically to solidify your position. Yeah. And then like Lila Randok is also a very good new addition to the deck as well. Because now I can, if I wanted to be a little bit more aggressive with the setup, then I can just summon her and then like basically get all my core and at the end of the attack step. Yippee.
Yep.
Yeah. And get another throw as well.
I think it's really interesting how like with the release of Moonlight Gundog. Let's see, what's even her name in
Moonlila Randok.
Moonlila Randok.
Yes.
There we okay. You know what's really funny is like the flavor text is literally just I'm Artemis dog.
you
okay, simp. But yeah, it's actually really interesting because you know the level 2 effect add the cost to any producer art or any Artemis yellow ground Kinesis. I mean, technically you can even add it to the original one if you brave like a yellow brave on it or something like that. But like it actually makes it build towards like a yellow control deck, a really defensive one, kind of mimicking the original Machine Beast deck. because obviously you got the original producer Artemis, which obviously also like defend your life for like one battle or something like that. Yeah, so you can try to maybe focus like a control version with free Landok, something like that, and then spam the Artemis and stuff like that. Yeah. Not the contract one, but like the original one. Yeah.
Oh yeah, because like also like even if you don't bring like the original Negasboko, this Negasboko specifically can search for producer Artemis. So if you alternatively, I think you can also play like producer Saraswati as your contract, and then bring 2 or 3 of the producer Artemis, and then you can search them with Negasboko.
No, actually here.
Yeah.
Well, in my concept, like contract Artemis would still be better because you can recycle Landok.
Oh yeah. True.
Yeah. Big brain time. Big brain.
Ooh. Yeah, that's so much to build.
Yeah, there's so much to test.
Yeah.
I want my friends to play Diva format with me, but they're just not interested at all.
I am your friend. I play Diva format.
True. We need to play some webcam sometime.
Yeah, true. So yeah, if you want to play with via webcam with us, you can join the Spirit Battle Club. We sometimes when we are free once a month.
Yeah, ping us once in a blue moon.
Yeah,
maybe then we're free from the shackles of work.
Exactly. Unfortunately, we are like very busy people, as you said. But yeah, sometimes
I literally got my friends spamming message on me on Discord because I haven't responded to them for the whole day.
Oh my goodness!
It's like Ayumu, you okay? I still haven't responded to them yet, by the way.
And then you know what the other side thing why I really like this deck? The other thing, because it can pretty much run without relying on this thing called the Sengoku Fest main stage.
True.
Yeah. That's going to be like the very common theme about like the decks that I built for Diva format.
I wonder why.
Yeah, I wonder why. Because like it used to be like really inaccessible. Well, I guess like I almost was able to purchase to the damage version, which is still cost like $3 to $5 each for a common, and there's damage as well. But like yeah, I think in the end I wasn't able to like gather enough stuff to buy alongside it, so I cannot justify like getting just that one. Unfortunately, so yeah. Thank goodness they finally reprinted it. Kind of wanted the Ryoba version though.
Yeah, I literally don't understand why they didn't reprint it the first time. Literally after reprint, it's like, let's make a Diva video. Let's play this goddamn Nexus card that we didn't reprint.
Exactly. Yeah.
I literally don't know what they're thinking.
I know, right? Yeah, Magoichi is your friend. I think like you are going to see Magoichi a lot in this video.
Yeah, I only have one place there. Just like she's just shifting around between decks.
Exactly. I've been like, if I have printed her in the past, I think like that's one of the prints that will not be thrown away like pretty much anytime soon. But yeah, that's basically like the very simple concept. Basically, just start. Yeah, the starter is like we have like lots of starter. We do have to VC can like deploy any Grand Nexus and give you an extra draw. So like one of like the nicest start is probably going to be like going first or second. Especially if you are going first, you just start with VC, drop down your Artemis, and then you basically have like another body to exhaust. So if your opponent like tries to attack, and I guess like the only catch is that most decks that want to attack on turn 1, like Rias and Ryoba, they will
you do have a lot of contracts for
decks, exactly.
Even in the Diva format. So
and they almost
it's not that hard to achieve. I feel like
I was like just loading for a second there, but like that's basically you have like one body to trigger Artemis's contract field if they don't get blasted by Ryoba and Rias Uruforan. But that's we still have lots of others.
It doesn't matter. It's an on manifestifier, isn't it? Let me see.
Oh, which one?
Nekabosco.
no, I'm not talking about Nega Spoko. I'm talking about VC.
Wow, I'm literally way off. Lama.
Yeah. Because like Nega Spoko, of course, if you are going, she starts from one counter as well. So basically, once you block what we say Thunder, you get the Nega Spoko, which is also a very strong defensive as well in a way. Because you get to exhaust one spirit, and then you get to retain. If you exhaust anything, you do get to retain one exhausted spirit to the hand. You just retain one to the hand. You don't even have to retain anything that is exhausted. You can retain the refresh one actually. Yeah, and then if you manifest her, you add a counter as well. So basically, just by I read it wrongly, and then I missed like the part where that she's actually good. So you don't exhaust herself. You don't exhaust the opponent's spirit. You exhaust herself. Then you trigger Artemis's contract velvet test, and then by doing so, you retain one of any opposing spirit to the hand. Which in Diva that is very big. After that, if you do manifest, you get the +1 counter as well. So with Artemis, Nega Spoko will give you 2 counter right away. So since you will be at 1 counter when you manifest her, you will be able to access your Moonlila and Seklermetum for manifest as well. Yeah. Yes, and also the Rukiaos. Yeah, so basically you get access to everything. Very nice.
Yeah.
Yep. And then because you do heal with the Sandy Leonora with the Crimson Dress, I think like the most effective defense then is just Sweetheart. Because like life is mostly not an issue until it is, unless I get rush. So yeah. So
I mean,
yeah.
Well, you're gonna see that pretty often, even in Diva format.
Exactly.
So,
yeah.
I mean, to be fair, your manifest are your defense, so it's not the worst.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like most of the time, you can just finish you can kind of like remove the current attack with either Seklermetum or Nega Spoko. So you basically just need to end the attack step afterwards. And then everything.
Depends.
Yeah. I guess depends. But like for most part, that kind of works. Because like sometimes you do have like stuff that can stop you from ending the attack step. Yeah, and that's where finishing dance kind of.
I don't think there's a lot in Diva format though, actually.
Yeah, no. I think I once like put in like the boundaries, like the 10-party boundary Sora, just for the very express sake of like not ending the like preventing opponent from ending the attack step. But I guess like then. Yeah, I guess like in Diva format, like Sweetheart is pretty common, so I guess that kind of works.
It's also more like they don't actually have a lot of generic defense in Diva format. So if you manage to shut down the Sweetheart, like they're kind of dead. So, yeah. Which is why you got Binary Sora literally holding that Fabi and X-Ray. Yeah.
Yep, exactly. Yeah. For everything else, I guess finishing dance also works. You can basically like stop 2 attacks with 1 finishing dance, so that's already pretty good enough. And yeah, you have 6 searchers, so you can pretty much have an extra way to get the finishing dance. It's also a very nice way to kind of like reduce the number of the cards in your deck. And yeah, Seklermetum, she retains 1 card to the top of the deck. But any Diva Spirit card. And yeah, this deck, for the most part, doesn't really worry about drawing. Because you do have like Sandy Leonora. Like, we have 5 copies of Sandy Leonora. We have Moonlila as well. Should not have seen that. So yeah. Most like drawing, having to draw like the extra card is not really an issue. We do have Lily as well. We have Magoichi. So yeah. That's still that's a little bit of a detour, but that's still pretty much a very good replacement for the 2 Sandy Leonora, Monochrome Fantasia Sandy Leonora that we lost to the ban list. Because otherwise, the Sandy Leonora is like fucking crack.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like not only you can retrieve any grand style, which is a little bit more limited than the Seclermetum, but like all the cards that matters in this deck have grand style anyway.
And I think grand style in general has kind of like a slightly higher power level as well.
You'll be surprised me. You have the Shikanoko no Kokoshitanten. Like the original rare version. Although admittedly that's still kind of good because she can refresh herself. So I guess that's kind of fine,
yeah. Well, I mean, in general, obviously you're gonna have some shit cards here and there.
Of course.
It's like, yeah.
But I mean, like generally speaking,
I mean, literally, while we're speaking about that, like look at Lugia on the left with like piercing effect.
Exactly. Like, yeah, I mean, like, of course, like you do still need 6 counter or more, but like, yeah, you are going to be there. Don't worry. Trust the process. Yeah, Sandy Leonora also gives you, she can refresh. She has a grand style, so she cannot be blocked. If she got removed, you get to return her to the hand, and then you can also corpus 1 in yellow. By the way. So yeah. She's like, if she is at 3, she's going to be the main attacker. But like even at 1, I think like the moment you can bring her out, you will want to bring her out. Because yeah, especially you play like 3 different producer in this deck. At least in my build, like I play like 3 different producer. You can play more, I guess, if you want. Just to drop more cards, then you can basically you are bound to like get something, and then like when you attack, you can grab like more stuff with Artemis as well. So yeah, lots of things to get there. For Burst, I think it's kind of free. I really like Bashadares because she has like dual trigger. But of course, like depending on like your play group, then you might want to change this to whatever suits your play group basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of like a free spot. But like, yeah, I think like that's the last 2 free spot that I kind of wanted to dedicate to kind of like a defensive burst.
No, that's fair, yeah.
Because like,
it gives you draw as well, so might as well.
Exactly. Because this is kind of like a mid-range deck, but you also like build up to it. Like once you get like everything in order, then you you can make a pretty much like you can pretty much build a wall basically. Like it's not totally unbeatable, but like it's going to be like really hard to kind of like get through it once like you have your wall ready, because like you can pretty much just return everything back to your deck and then like do it all over again. Yeah. So yeah, I guess like the 2 defensive versus going to the cards that can get you to turn 4. Like anything that works. So yeah.
Actually, now that you mention it, technically, like, okay, actually, let me think. Oh my god, this might be really funny.
Do you have any suggestion that you want to give already?
No, I was just thinking, like, I just realized with Sacramentum, I mean, it's obviously not in this deck, but actually, yeah, actually, let me think. Boop. Boop, boop. Boop. Actually, technically, you can do it in this deck, but it's not worth it.
Yeah.
But like, so I just realized you can actually make a loop to put your whole trash back to your deck.
Oh, interesting.
Oh my god, is that why? Oh my god, I think that's probably why they limited. Actually, no, even then you can still do it. But like, like they're limited to 1 Nay Lantail.
Yeah.
So you take that. So you summon that. Recycle Monochrome Fantasia Trickster to hand. Deplete Nay Lantail. Summon Trickster. Return Nay Lantail. And also Halloween Mirror Mummy. Sacramentum. Summon Sacramentum. Pull a Diva card back to deck top. Deplete Trickster.
Okay.
Summon Nay Lantail. Take back Trickster. deplete both Lantail and Succlamatum.
Mm-hmm.
Summon Trickster, take back Nigga Lantail and Succlamatum.
Oh.
And you can loop the whole deck. I mean, granted, you still need another engine to do infinite calls, but it's Diva loop. It shouldn't be too hard. There must be a way.
You know what's even worse? We do have a Gayatri Fox as well. I just realized that's one's probably that is missing, which is the manifest version of Gayatri Fox. But like for this
loop, but like it's like for like a different version of like Grand Siesta, isn't it? So it's not really fitting in here.
No. So like in this deck specifically, I think like I kind of wanted the Gayatri Fox just a way to kind of like stop burst. But like for the build that you are talking about, I think like the original Gayatri Fox might actually work there. Because like I used to make this like Grand Siesta deck for fun. But like also like the only thing is like, by the time you can build the loop, like the only problem is like by the time you can build the loop, like you can basically beat down your opponent like 3 times over.
Yeah. Fair enough,
But like also because like the old Gayatri Fox can summon. I can summon any private bear for free. Yeah. So basically that's what we need. So basically but although you do need more pieces in the puzzle, which is I guess like one of them you can just use what's their name again? I think it's the Byakugara one, right? Yeah, right. So Laura Byakuren, because she can turn into any shiny hearts, right? Yeah. So basically the play is you use the Gayatri Fox, you attack, and then you use the flash effect. You summon the first card that you wanted to loop with. So basically the Nerantel. You pick up the Halloween Mummy. You pick up the Trickster. And then you summon the Laura Bakuren to deplete the Nerantel. And then for the Halloween Mummy, I guess then the only bad thing is again you need another piece, which is offshot Cyclermetum. Then you just use the show up to you can use show up. Oh, no. You can use the show up. You can use the show up. So basically, the end of the first loop is basically you summon you summon the normal Cyclermetum, and then you summon a second Gayatri Fox with her effect, and then you deplete everything. Oh no!
Wait,
So
what?
wait. No. So you basically either
what do you mean the original Cyclermetum?
No. So you basically now at the end of this attack, you will have like a refresh Gayatri Fox. No, it's not Cyclermetum, it's Gayatri Fox. So you summon a second Gayatri Fox. You have a Cyclermetum, and then you have Laura Byakuren. Then you use the offshot Cyclermetum to summon the Cyclermetum, and then return 1 card to the top of your deck. And then now the offshot is back into your hand, so you can use that again. And then you use the Laura Byakuren to summon the Trickster. And then you fetch. Yeah, so you fetch the Trickster, and then now you need 1 more card to deplete the Cyclermetum.
Wait. No, wait. Okay, so show up Cyclermetum. Put 1 to the top.
Yep.
Laura Byakuren. Oh, because you need the. Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah.
So either you kind of need 1 more, because like otherwise then you can, because you also need to fetch the Gayatri Fox as well. Yeah.
Wait, why do you need to fetch the Gayatri Fox?
So you can continue the loop. So basically, you at the end of the loop, you summon a second Gayatri Fox to deplete the first one. Yeah, that's like any of the iteration basically.
No, well. Wait, is all producer once per step limitation?
No, all the that's the other good thing about Grand Siesta. both of their producers, the producer Alex
so
and
you don't have to because you just keep spamming Sacramentum anyway.
No, because like the only problem with Gayatri Fox is the flash effect can be only used when she's attacking.
That's fine.
Yeah.
So okay, so you attack with Gayatri Fox. On the attack, well, pay 1 from the Nessus. To summon Sacrum. Oh well, wait, because I show up.
Because like you need to show up and on the process.
Oh.
Yeah, because you cut it with the show up. That's also why I say that. Yeah, that's the bad thing about this loop is basically by the time you finish looping, you can hit like your open like 3 times over because your Alex will have like 25 cores on her, and then like all of your grand style is unblockable, and Gayatri Fox is a grand style. So you can basically just loop up your Gayatri Fox and then like attack infinitely, but like you don't really have to do that with Trickster. So it's kind of like something that I played on the back of my mind for
you just need a way to summon Gayatri Fox in wait. Oh no, it's a private wear. Oh wait, no, then you can do it. Yeah, but like you basically need 3 different lines.
Yes.
So you need Sacramentum, show up, and what would you call it? The Halloween Sacramentum.
Yep.
You need a second line, which is Sandy, show up Sandy, and the 1 copy that can recycle Grand Style.
Yep.
And you need a third line, which is Lola Blackland and Trickster.
Yep.
So you swing with your first Gayatri Fox, spam the 3 private wear out.
Yep.
And then the last one, summon the second copy of Gayatri Fox, depleting the attacking one.
Yes.
Then you swing with Sacramentum. Well, not swing, sorry, activate show up. Summon Halloween Mummy. Put 1 Diva card back to the deck top. Show up Sandy. Return the first copy of Gayatri Fox to hand.
Okay.
And then in this process, depleting the Sacramentum, the Halloween Mummy. Then you swing with not swing, sorry, then you activate actually no, Lola Bakulan. Oh no, wait, show up also works, You activate the show up of Lola Bakulan. Summon Trickster. Take the Sacramentum. Take the Halloween Mummy back. Actually, no. Do you even need? No. Then you don't need Sandy again, because then you don't need Sandy because actually no, you do need Sandy because you need something else to deplete.
And also you need 1 more things to deplete the Sandy. So I guess then Nirantal can still work there. I mean, at this point it's just a loop, so we just need anything.
Yeah, but then you actually no, you do have something to summon. Oh, true. Yeah. Okay, yeah.
And I mean, like, now that you have solved
okay. I see it now. Do I? Yeah. No, because you need to deplete something. You need to deplete the Sandy before you need to deplete the Sacramentum before summoning Trickster. But then, like, if you don't do that with an attack, then it kind of breaks the loop. I mean, there must be a way, but I'm too small brain to think about it right now. So
I think we can cook that further, but
we can cook that later.
Because this is the year of the horse, so that is a very nice thing that Ayumu actually submitted something that is related to the time of the year. But that have to wait until again. So the conclusion, build Grand Siesta, vote for Sacramentum. Thank you very much. That has been everything for this slide. I'm going to pass it to Ayumu because his he accidentally celebrated the year of the horse by building a horse deck, an Umamusume deck.
The funniest part, yeah, I didn't even think about the Chinese New Year. I literally just built it because I want to play Familia.
Exactly.
Galvanic for that matter.
Yep.
Yeah, so, well, talking about loop.
Oh no. I was like, before you said the loop, I kind of was like, I see that, and in this, and I see this, and then I was like, yeah, I kind of wanted to build this because it's wholesome. It's kind of like a bit. It's kind of like can be a bit out, can be a one shot. Yeah. So I was kind of like, yeah, maybe I can build this. I have like maybe 50% of it, but like the rest will be manageable to get. And then you mentioned the loop, and like, oh my goodness, no, why?
Yeah, so yeah, I mean it's only one loop, and you kind of need to get it as well. But yes, you can technically search through your whole deck
Okay.
with this one loop.
Okay.
So do you see the uniform familia right there?
Yes.
Do you see the offshot familia right there?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. I see them. Yep. You have 3 each. Yep.
Yeah. So you can summon either one first. So let's say we summon the offshot first.
Okay.
Then activate show up. Oh, okay. You know, you can stop zooming in. You can stop zooming in and out. It's okay. I'll just say the number. I'll just say the numbers then. Okay. So the show up one is 339.042. There we go.
Yep.
So you summon that first. Activate show up. Summon C31043.
Yep.
With the uniform familia. Familia on summon effect. Open 3 from your deck top. Add a double vivid to hand. I think, if I remember correctly.
Okay, let's zoom
Let
in.
me see.
Now we have a valid reason to zoom in.
No, it's okay. I can read from my phone. Yes. So add 1 double vivid to hand. Discard the rest.
Yep.
Then you attack with it at level 3. Return itself to hand. Summon a familia that is not in the school style family, which is the offshot familia.
You're right. Damn.
And then you just repeat it until you get every piece you need.
Oh. Oh no.
Yep.
You can actually do that.
Just for your very convenient information, except for Mao Chu Chu, every spirit card in this deck is double vivid.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's your engine. Okay, but like just in general, obviously, you can, as you can see, I've been playing Sengoku Fest main stage. There's also the 2 water cottage on the the 2 water cottage, which is the more general draw engine for you, really. So water cottage was actually designed for Familia and Galvanic, you know, because so the fact is, during your main step, you summon a stage style family spirit that is cost 2, 3, or 4. You draw a card. This is that kind of stack. So yeah, so like, so as you can see, you got a lot of 2, 3, 4 in here, and which is like the whole point. So you kind of use that to draw. But even if not, then you got main stage to just discard the cards that you don't need, at least right now.
Yep.
And then, you know, like just like draw into them and stuff like that. Also, main stage is also a little bit more useful because you do have. So to be fair, main stage isn't the most useful card in this deck, but like it still kind of works because you do have offshot familia. So you can like just like ditch the cards you don't really need right now, and then you can take them back with familia later.
Yep.
Kind of thing. Yeah. So that's your main draw engine. The combo boost is just everywhere on Galvanic. Especially the new card that we got, C51 CPO5, and Greatest Wind Galvanic. Yep.
Yes.
Which is if you summon a familia, so once per turn, same name. Yeah, if you summon a cost 4 more familia, then you can summon this card from your hand without paying the cost, and then on summon is call boost 2. Yep. And then you also got like the level 2 effect flash. Your attack step play you can pay 2 costs. Refresh the double favorite spirit you control. Which is not the most useful effect, but it works.
It works.
Yeah. Especially since the main finisher of this deck is actually C31 X04, which is Summer Drive Familiar Exorcida, which basically mimicking the original Exorcid. On attack, target spirit or ultimate, and then when blocked, return an overseeing spirit or ultimate to hand. At the end of the block battle, if you have Galvanic, burn 2 lives. So what's really good about this one is that obviously the life burn is delayed, so if they can do any defense in the flash timing, then you're just gonna have to wait for next turn. But the good thing is that like it means even if you're under level, under BP, it still works because you just have to bounce the blocking spirit or ultimate to hand.
Yeah.
And you can, and as long as the Exceeder survives to the end of battle, then you get the burn too.
Yes.
Yeah, and obviously, as we just mentioned, you got the greatest win Galvanic, which you can just pay 2 costs to refresh any double favorite spirit you control. So you can easily do like a 1-turn kill there if they don't have any defense cards. Which is I would say for in Diva format is pretty likely actually, because the only card that can actually prevent life burn is Diamond Wall. So like you either have to force them to use all the Diamond Wall, or like they literally cannot stop you.
Yes.
Because like Kneel Down doesn't stop that.
Yes.
And even then, and even if Kneel Down does, the thing is like with Offshore Familiar, it has the Mirage effect of treating your unbraved Diva Spirit as cost free.
Yes.
So you can also just choose not to target attack and just like go for it. Yeah. Yeah, so it to be fair, it is a pretty decent deck. Like it's just like really slow. But now that obviously with Greatest Wind, Galvanic, you get to easily just call push 2. Literally.
Exactly.
Like, it's really easy to play. It's really easy to set up now. And obviously, don't forget about the revival version of Starfest Galvanic, which is BSC 43 RV008. Which literally on summon cowboys 4 basically.
Yeah, which is very correct.
Yeah, so like as you said, this deck you can just do like a generic beatdown. Especially it is pretty easy to summon a lower spirit at the beginning. So the easiest way to do it properly. So there's a reason why we play one contract Nessus. I mean, to be fair, technically Feng Nina might be a little bit better because if you do show up, you get to draw one as well. But like producer Sarasvati is pretty good because it's a contract Nessus that is cost 3 and not cost 4 like Artemis.
Yep.
Yeah. And then so obviously it's like a starting symbol for your deck. Divas don't really have. Yeah, Divas. I don't think Diva destroy Groundwalkers at all.
Yep.
Or
The
even
only-
wipe symbols.
Yeah. Even the only card that can do that is an Aikatsu, which in Diva format unfortunately you cannot use.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So like contract Nessus actually really helps you. Yeah, so like you start with that. You can also do the core charge itself mill if you really want to, depending on the starting hand. Because obviously, so that's so like the one copy of Mao Chu Chu, which is the BSC 410391, is to recycle. Obviously, well, the summon effect is to recycle one copy of Exorcida and one copy of Fennec. So yeah, so the ultimate combo that you can literally do is first turn, play Sarasvati, mill your deck, and then just next turn, summon Mao Chu Chu, return Familia and a Galvanic to hand. So like that's kind of like your most early search that you can do. And then I'm trying to count the calls. Yeah, it's okay. No, you're missing one call. Yeah, so you have to go to the next turn. Summon offshot familiar Exorcida. When you do that, you're gonna summon the greatest wind Galvanic, Corpus 2. And then you show up, you actively show up, summon whatever familiar from your hand or whatever. And at this point, you can summon Mizuno from your trash. Because you should be having 3 spirits with different team names. So this deck basically has 3 different teams mainly. Obviously, Mizuno is treated at all teams. The Angel is treated at all teams. But like even in general, you got Shiny Hearts, Absolutes, and Double Vivid. And that's exactly 3 different teams.
Yes.
And then Mao Chuchu herself is also pretty animals, so that's one addition as well. But like, yeah, so like you got 3 different teams, which means you can just like casually summon Mizuno from your trash. You get to return the Soul Core. Well, it doesn't matter. They're paying 2 for Mizuno anyway, so you're still -1. But then like you got another way to draw 1 as well.
Yep.
So like this deck, I think in general, just like have a lot of decent ways to get the draw going, to get the core going. And then like you can finish in whatever way you want. You want to spam your field, go ahead. You want to do a life burn, go ahead. Kind of thing. Yeah.
Yeah. The more I listen to that, the more the possibility grew in my head, and that's my brain's probably even way smaller than yours and smoother.
Yeah, I mean to be fair, I have to give where credit is due. I mean, I think you should show it on screen, but like let me just find it, because like this was not my original idea. Like obviously I did think about building Double Vivid, but like I tried to build like my own version, but like unfortunately I was too late. I saw this list and it's forever in my head. So
Yep.
yeah, so set it on the screens. And no, it's not this one. This is another one. Yeah. I just sent it to you.
Okay. Oh, that's for the next one. Yep.
Yeah,
oh no,
yeah.
I spoiled you guys.
Lamau. So like I have to give credit to this person called Beanie, who literally wrote a whole passage on Double Vivid on Notes. Yeah, notes.com.
Yep.
Yeah. Which like which basically have a similar, like I would say like 90% of the list is like the same. I only like change like a little bit depending on how I want it to work. But yeah, so that's my Double Vivid deck, or rather their Double Vivid deck. But
you know what? Also the funny coincidence is.
What?
So his username is Beanie, right? And he plays mostly Diva according to his profile. So Beanie there's one of the local language that is basically already absorbed into like one of the local dialects in Indonesia. That is the word for wife, actually.
I don't know. It's probably another meaning, but yeah.
Yeah, it is definitely just a coincidence, but that's like a happy coincidence that the Diva player's username can be translated in the right person set into wife. Very fitting. Yeah. So yeah, that's the Double Vivid deck. Damn. Now I have to let this thing end, because I also really like Galvanic. For some reason I collected lots of like the secrets versions for like Formulia as well. Yeah, so
yeah, I say I want to build this, but I actually don't have the cards at all.
Yeah,
like I basically have no Double Vivid cards. So
yeah, I think I only have like one single copy of Summer Drive, because they included that in the Valentine, like the chocolate operation one, the chocolate operation premium Bandai box. So I have like exactly one copy of Summer Drive Formulia. Yeah, have to find the other two, and also the Sengoku Fest main stage, and also the Angel of Red. What was her title again? Angel of Retribution.
Something like
it's
that.
Angel of Judgment, or something like that.
I honestly can't remember either. Lamau.
Yeah, that's kind of like a curveball that they throw when they actually like release her. Like, huh?
Yeah, and then just like never expand on it.
Yeah, never explain. It's just never explain. Like she's just there.
Fucking evil people.
Exactly. Yeah. So also because I haven't built. I want to say that I am trying to redeem myself for not building a full secular deck, but this is also not a full Rabi deck. But I also wanted to shield my number one favorite diva, Rabi Darling. Yay! Yeah, I kind of just stumbled upon like, I just opened my storage one day and I look at this particular shiny card, which is the Shining Song Ryoba, which you guys watch some of my video. It's in my background because I put like the poster beside my PC. It's like basically that's the background that I use for most of my videos actually. Because it's just really nice. I really like her. Like the red outfit is like really stood out to me personally. So yeah, I really like it. And this deck allows you to bring a lot of Rabbit Darling as well. So that's another important point. And also, if anything, you can kind of say that I kind of like the first Rabbit Darling that caught my eyes, the PSC 28 version, which is the Diva Academy Rabbit Darling, because she wears glasses and she looks like a very very demure girl. And then like also like you at that time I didn't really pay attention to the flavor text, and then if you read the flavor text, it's actually she's like pretending to listen to someone telling the story about another diva, and then she was like, yep, I understand. Yeah, yep. I understand that, but you know, I'm the cuter one, right? Oh, God damn, that confidence actually really, really attractive. Yeah. Yeah, and then she brought back her classes in the offshot version, so yeah, kind of wanted to use the offshot version one way or another. Of course, the winter attire is the all reliable searcher if you play any shiny hearts deck. And of course, Magoichi is there. But like also like the Rabbit Darling, the offshot Rabbit Darling can look for any Mirage card. So I look at the offshot Rabbit Darling. I look at the Shining Song Ryoba, which her main thing is like working with Mirage. I was like, this can actually work, because like I used to give up playing Ryoba because like most of the Ryoba stuff I like really used to be like prohibitively expensive. Now it's way better, but like it used to be, so like I kind of wanted to build Ryoba for the longest time, and I can finally have like a technically Ryoba deck while also also the other thing is the card beside her, which is the 1000% charged Rabbit Darling, which is like finally after a while Rabbit Darling has a 6 cost card again. She has a stage style that actually looks really strong. So yeah, that's so these three are like basically the base motivation for this deck. And yeah, I kind of let my non-casual brain sips, and again because I see the Monochrome Fantasia Jan, and then like, this is the final piece that I needed. So yeah, this is pretty much also kind of like a toolbox deck. But yeah, basically like the best move in this deck is basically you use the producer that you have in this deck. So I bring in this sample list, I have like 3 Lily and 1 Adept Producer Saraswati. So basically that's to get you some mills. Of course, if you are a little bit want to make yourself makes your life a little bit harder, and you wanted to play this in outside of the Diva format, then I guess you can bring any of the cost to Contractor, and then that you can have a little bit more smooth opening with the Contractor and then Magoichi. I guess. But then you get all the symbol wipes with that. So like, I don't know if it's actually worth it. Yeah. But yeah, and then you basically, the thing that you try to mill here is like the Shining Song Reopa. Because once you get the Reopa in your trash, then you can basically use the Chun to kind of like summon her for a little bit cheaper. So basically her Mirage allows you to summon any Reopa from the trash for 5 cost 3 reduction. So basically then you will have at least like one of the the Saraswati on the field. You will hopefully have like at least like we will then have like another Lily or the next Diva preparation. Oh yeah, basically there's 3 opener in this deck. So the Offshot Rabbit Darling, well, the main opener is probably going to be Rabbit Darling, and then the next Diva stage, which are your cost 3 searchers. Most of the spirits in this deck are stage style. So basically, next Diva preparation can search for virtually any spirit in this deck except for the Offshot Rabbit Darling. But that's just one out of like many.
Yeah.
So yeah, so basically then also the fun part is that because the Offshot Rabbit Darling, of course, has a show up, you can basically search with the Rabbit Darling, with the Offshot Rabbit Darling, go to your attack step, use the show up, and then you summon the Winter Attire Rabbit Darling, and then you search for more. Yeah, so in a way, also the Lily here kind of works as a core boost engine as well, because when Rabbit Darling, if you pick like Lily up with Rabbit Darling, then you get another core as well, which is really nice. Rabbit Darling in general is based on the Rabbit, which is a core booster. So like the stage style Rabbit Darling here can in one way or another give you a core. So of course like the main core booster then is going to be the 1000% charge Rabbit Darling, which is when she is summoned, you can add 2 cores from the void to a Shiny Heart Spirit that is not this card. And then if you summon her during the attack step, then you can and if you summon her with an effect,
yeah.
So you can basically refresh 1 spirit. So there's a lot of way to utilize this. You can use the show up, or you can use Reoba's effect, which is when she attacks, you can set 1 yellow Mirage from your hand without paying the cost, and then the Mirage that you already have, if it has a Diva family, if it has a Diva family, then you can summon that Mirage without paying the cost. So then you can summon the 1000% charge Rabbit Darling, Corpus 2 to your Reoba, and then refresh her as well. So then you can summon more Mirage. More. And then the other thing, because like the other thing that I really like in Battle Spirits is just hitting with big numbers. And then the Reoba, when she is summoned during that turn, this Reoba and all of your spirit that has Mirage gains a yellow symbol and cannot be blocked. So yeah, that just adds another muscle head point into this deck. And then, the other part that I really like about the Monochrome Fantasia Chan, when she attacks, once per turn same name, you can activate the when summon effect of one of your Reoba, and then refresh the spirit. So basically, the other fun thing is you basically use the Chun, summon Reoba, you get a symbol, and then you go to your attack step, attack with the Reoba, summon the Chun, and then you get, and then you hit for 2, and then you just hit with the Chun, and then you trigger the Reoba, and then now you're hitting for 2 and 3. Yeah, so yeah, that's a pretty much way to win it quickly. If everything went well, you might be able to pull that off. I wouldn't really count on that. It's a Shiny Hearts deck, so practically it's a red deck. Like, it do very overkill things, but like for the most part, I think like in the end I just win by attacking with lots of Rabbit Darling on my field, which is should be my preferred way of winning anyway. But like, yeah, I have this very strong backup in Reoba as well. So yeah, that's a pretty nice one.
Fair
so
enough.
Yeah, and then because like we do use like a lot of Shiny Hearts, we use Mirage, then yeah, Emma-Chan is basically also a good alternative in a way, because yeah, I can refresh my spirit with Rabbit Darling, I can refresh my spirit with Lily, so So basically, if my opponent plays kneel down, then I can just use her to do the life burn as well. Not to mention her Mirage allows me to draw. So yeah, that's another plus.
Mm-hmm.
The Monochrome Fantasia Rabi, this is actually kind of like a free space. Might be used interchangeably with lots of cards. One of them, because like I do bring a Brave here, but like mostly like your spirits will not be Brave, so another good addition can be the Offshot Formulia Execida. Because she also has Mirage, she makes all your unbrave spirit cost 3, so you basically already handled. You basically have like kneel down. You basically have 5 cards to handle kneel down. So you have 3 Imagine and you have 2 Offshot Formulia. Yeah, but I tried to add her in crossover, and yeah, again, when she attacks, she can refresh herself, and then if she refreshes Monochrome Fantasia, which includes herself, then that spirit cannot be blocked. So yeah, that's actually a really good like outright win condition, I would say. And yeah, it's a god Rabbit Darling, what not to love. Yeah, and then as for the brave choice, I kind of just picked Wishing Emma, pretty much the go-to, my personal go-to if I wanted to draw, because alternatively because like this is a Shiny Heart deck. Sometimes there's just this one awkward moment where you just cannot draw, so like anything that can give you any extra draw would be welcome for me. And the good thing about the Wish Emma is because you have a god symbol, so you basically can always summon the Emma at 1 cost. And yeah, other than that, if you can spare the core, and I guess since you do corpus a lot, you can also use the Lovely Water Gun, which pretty much have the same effect, but like instead of like at the exchange of being a little bit heavier, it can exhaust one opponent spirit as well. Not particularly going to be very major, because you can, this deck will attack once you have the unblockable pretty much. So either the Reopa or the Monochrome Fantasia Rapi. So yeah, might be more useful if I can summon the Brave out like for way cheaper. Yeah, and then another draw gimmick is of course we have the Elusive Sakura Mystery, which again we question why it didn't get reprinted in the Memorial Record. Because again, it's a 4 cost 3 reduction. You draw 1, and then you can set a yellow Mirage from your hand. So you basically can set on Magoichi to get another draw. Magoichi is mainly here because you can search her with all 3, pretty much, because once she is refilled by a yellow effect, she can be added to your hand. So you can, with any of your searcher, you can add Magoichi to your hand. Especially because like the Winter Attire Rabbit Darling, her only weakness is that she returns the rest of the card to the top of the deck. So like with Magoichi, you practically have like 1 less card to take out from. Yep, and also like if you have like the Elusive Sakura Mystery, then practically you already like dug out everything that Rabbit Darling has open. So yeah, that's another plus.
True.
Yep. And then not to mention especially the 1000 charge Rabbit Darling is of course the most important card in the deck for emotional support and lots of other things.
Yeah.
I mean, lots of the only, because like the Rabbit is also kind of like a core booster that is supposed to be pretty early, and the way it boosts is that it requires you to have like other spirits. Like her corpus will then be as good, like even Galvanic maybe, but yeah.
To be fair, it might be worth you just play Lola Black Alarm here.
Oh yeah, that's actually I think that's one of my build actually.
Or even just the on stage Rapid Island might also work. To be fair.
Yeah, because might be. So yeah, maybe if I do that, I will probably take out like either the Monochrome Fantasia, or I'll use like a less Imagine. Or just the
No,
brief?
I think monochrome is fine. Yeah. Like
Just the brief.
imagine is too important. Yeah, or the brief. Yeah, too.
Yeah. Then I guess like I can also like change the brief, and then like maybe instead of the monochrome Fantasia, I can also bring like the school, like the Diva Academy one, the one that got me into Darby Darling in the first place. Yeah.
True.
Yep, that's also an option. Because like also like the only thing is like she requires me to summon her with friend or on stage. Too bad like show up haven't been invited by then.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then the burst is kind of like just a free space. I don't particular. Yeah, again, it's just something to kind of like get you to the next turn. So why I kind of chose Pandisora is just because she can grab another Hyakaryoran. So basically a second copy of herself. So basically you just need 2 copy of this, and if everything goes well, which most of the time it didn't, at least you have something that you can set down on your burst. Not going to be that you don't really have a way to heal, so you kind of have to finish as soon as possible anyway. So yeah, getting just 1 is already fine enough. But like I guess like getting 2 is probably the most that you will need. You just either draw both of them, or you have 1 in your trash and then you fetch it with the other one. It should be somewhat enough. And this deck, mysteriously, is the only deck that somehow where the revival version of his every kneel down everyone actually makes sense, because it has a mirage effect. So the good thing about the Offshore Travel Darling is you open 3 cards from the top of your deck, you add all yellow only mirage card that you open from this effect, which doesn't say it has to be spirit, as long as it is a yellow only and it has mirage. So what is the only so far like the only generic good defense that has mirage and is a yellow only? Kneel down everyone.
Ooh.
Yeah, so it's actually kind of sad that actually the one that got the Rabbi Darling Secret for the kneel down is on the original version. So yeah, that would have been really cool if like the original version has like the monochrome Fantasia one, and then the revival one has a 1000% charge. But I guess that would be too greedy of me to want Rabbi Darling on both of them.
Yeah.
So yeah, but I want that. One day that Planet always get the Rabbi Darling into the set will get the Rabbi Darling Premium Bandai approved, and we'll get the Sengoku Fest message that has Rabbi Darling on it. We'll have the revival version of Everyone Kneel Down that has Rabbi Darling on it, and Elusive Sakura Mystery with Rabbi Darling on it.
Yeah.
What else can I ask? Maybe the Magoichi will be also an alternate version where she is like Rabbi Darling is trying out her outfit, and she is on the back like watching as Rabbi Darling try to use her outfit. So yeah. And what else? Now that we have like the alternate art with like 2 divas in 1 card, like the possibility is endless. You can just have like
but they barely have any interaction in the lore, mate.
Yeah. Nope. They have it in my head canon.
You have to wait for Sugita to suddenly fall in love with Rabbi Darling. Then
He
maybe
will.
there's a chance.
It's inevitable. And also the wishing ammo with Rabbi Darling, I guess. I am being very greedy, and I am not afraid to show it. So yeah, it is pretty much a pretty I won't say a smooth brain, but it's pretty straightforward deck. Basically, just set up your first 3 nexus. You get out the Rabbi Darling to get your corpus a little bit started, and then you try to get the Ryoba out, and then you start attacking with any of your Mirage Spirits as well. Like even the second copy of your Magoichi will probably be useful because it's a 4 cost 3 reduction, and then it's now a double symbol unblockable spirit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Finally, like summoning Magoichi makes sense. Your Honor, I rest my case. So yeah, now we can go finally. Now that I've shelled my favorite diva, it's time for Ayumu to shell his favorite. Yippee!
Yippee!
Yeah. So who are you shelling this time, Ayumu?
It's obviously Trickster and Blackster.
Yippee!
Yippee! So I have to give this deck concept to give credit to another person, which is what you accidentally shown before.
Yes. Have I? Oh yeah, I need to reopen that.
Yes, you need to reopen it. Do it.
Yep. Done.
Okay, so what it says here is that so you can use the Contract Blackster to recycle high cost spirit cards. So you use a lot of ground connectors to fill up your trash. And then you can do that. You can also use cards to activate from the trash, but I don't think there's a lot in Diva format. I don't know. Like it's just like a suggestion from him anyway. And then you can use so you can use the so you can ditch a card from your hand, which is usually the Beach Trickster, because which is usually the Beach Trickster because she's treated as all teams. So you have to ditch an absolute card from your hand to set down Monochrome Fantasia. Kalampon, as a burst. And so what Kalampon does is that So I have to explain more clear. So it's an effect from Kalampon herself in the trash. Yeah, so once per turn during your main step, you can discard an absolute card from your hand to set this card from the trash as a burst. And as a burst, it activates when an opposing spirit attacks. Which means it's summon itself after all attack effects resolve, but before the flash timing. So you can summon her, and then you can activate Grand Affront of Diva Academy layover from your hand onto it, and then to send two opposing spirit to the deck bottom. And this is essentially a loop. We're going for another loop, guys.
No! Oh no!
Yeah. So the initial way to do it is like on your turn, you attack with Blaster, take layover back from your trash to hand. Well, you need to have Kalampon set down. Sorry. Then during the opposing turn, they attack, activate Kalampon. Because it's your flash timing first. You activate Grand Affront. Remember, Grand Affront just needs you to take a call from a Ground Kinesis. It doesn't need the soul call.
Yes.
Yeah, so you Grand Affront to layover, then send your opposing spirit to the bottom. And then during your turn, deplete layover with Kalampon.
Yep.
Use Kalampon to well, discard a copy of Beach Trickster from your hand to set down Kalampon as a burst. Affront a second copy of Beach Trickster onto Blackster. On Affront's effect, take back the first copy. Take back the first copy of the Beach Trickster. Swing on attack with Blaster effect. Take back layover from your trash to the hand. And also with Trickster effect, you're going to take back a third copy of Beach Trickster from your trash to your hand. And so by doing that, on the opposing turn, they repeat. If they remove the Trickster, that's fine. Then you just activate Kalampon, Grand Affront, layover again, send two of them to the bottom deck, and then during your turn, ditch your. Actually, no, you have to. Affront. Actually, let me think. No, actually, no, you don't have to. Yeah, so you ditch a copy of Trickster, step down Calimpon. After your second copy of Trickster, take back a copy of Trickster, swing again, take back another copy of Trickster, and also Layover to hand. And then, you have like a really strong defensive loop going on, unless the opponent has some like immunity against spirits. But it's Diva format, they rarely have that. I mean, a lot of them are more like remain on the field, which still happens, but not very often. So at the very least, you got something going on with there. Yep. And then so obviously we have to thank you to the person who gave this idea. As you can see there, he has the Twitter tag Umbros_society, or as this post call him, Wanimu-san.
Yeah, he's doing the God's work.
Yeah. So that is the loop. So you got like a literal defensive loop here. So just to point out, so the Kalimpon is BSC 40013. The Beach Trickster I'm talking about is BSC 43 L3009. Diva Academy layover is P1921. And obviously you got Contract Blackster, which is BSC 51 CP06. And because you really want to fill up your trash really quickly, that's why I play 2 copies of Producer Lily, and as you can see, there's 1 copy each of all other producers. Yeah, the only one that I'm actually missing, I think I did miss one of them. I can't remember which one I did. Oh, it's the manager of Layover.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Because she's literally useless in this deck. So like I decided, just skip her. Because like all the other producers in this list actually does have some use for this deck. Producer Artemis, nothing much to say, good defense card. Producer Hera, a little bit of disruption. And pretty good in mirror games as well. Just to wipe the ground symbols. You got Producer Sarasvati, which helps your spirits to remain on the field. And then you have Producer Alex Revival, which is an interesting one. Well, because like the original one only supports Grand Siesta. The Revival one only supports School Band, but that's fine. Because the finisher of this deck, so I talk about the defensive loop, but obviously you still need a way to finish the game. And that's School Band and Nova Fleur. Yippee! So this concept, so I chose Nova out of all things is because so what I've encountered with a problem with the Trickster deck is that I can't remember if I mentioned this on podcast before, but I did mention to Theo in private, is that Trickster is very hard to be her own deck, unfortunately. She is designed to be a support spirit from the beginning, even in the main set. And she's practically still a support spirit, even as a diva. So obviously her final effect, which is like giving all your diva family cards an extra symbol, also unblockable effect. It's very good to use. It can use itself to end the game as well. But the biggest problem is that she doesn't have any immunity or remain on the field effects. So it's a very vulnerable win condition. So the way you want to do it instead is the best way to do it is like if you can use life burn. Which surprisingly, Diva actually doesn't have a lot. But like it makes sense because you don't really have any cards to prevent anti-life burn. It's literally just Diamond Wall.
Or just healing yourself.
Or just healing yourself, literally, the life burn are pretty slow as well in general. Like Noah is one of the very few ones that can actually deal 2 life burn. Exorcida, which you just saw, is obviously the other one. I don't think actually there might be other ones, but all of them are like end of battle.
Imagine.
Emerge. Well,
Yeah.
no, Emerge, but Emerge is only doing one. That's what I mean.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you want to
Yeah.
deal, you want to deal two. There are very few of them,
Mm-mm.
and most of them are end of battle. You know, such as like layover as well. So layover could have been a nice finisher, but
Mm-mm.
this deck does use the soul core. So
Mm-mm.
Starfest layover isn't really a feasible option because you need to send the soul core to Trust to do the 2 light burn.
Mm-mm.
So realistically, especially with how this deck basically has a looping defense,
Mm-mm.
you're not really in a rush to deal with the light burn.
Mm-mm.
So like Nova is one of the better choice here because on attack, so just to point it out, Scuba Nova is blah, blah. Scuba Nova is the red hair one. Well, actually, there's quite a few red hair in this one. SD58 XO3. There we go.
Yep.
So she has 2 effects. First one is during your own attack step, when your Fluid Spirit attacks during this battle, that spirit gains 1 yellow symbol, and the opponent cannot end the attack step with effects.
Yep.
Then go level 2 and 3 on attack. Once per turn, refresh the spirit. Also, when being blocked for each symbol on the spirit, send an opposing life to the reserve. So it's just one of those things where like you either smack 2 or you burn 2 kind of thing. Unfortunately, there's no what do I call it? Target attack effects. Yeah, in this deck. But like again, that's fine. Especially in this draft. Just have to see how that goes first. But yeah, it's basically one of those things where like your opponent's taking 2 either way, unless they have a defense card.
Yeah.
And that's kind of like the concept. And like School Band Noah is particularly good as well, in comparison to like all the other finishers, is because she actually does gain immunity, and also another layer of remain on field as well. So she can gain the immunity from her sister, School Band Diana Fleur, which is SD58XO2, which gives all focal or Fleur spirits the effect, this spirit is unaffected by also spirit or Nessus effects, which is basically most defense in Diva format anyway. Well, most removal, disruption kind of thing. Obviously, there are some magic that can do that, but either they're very high cost or, they just don't hit the range that Noah is in.
Yep.
But even if they do manage to remove it, that's where the revival producer artist comes in.
Exactly.
Because when they leave the field, they can just remain there exhausted.
Yeah. Yeah, in the school band deck, that's actually really disgusting.
Yeah. And then obviously, so all these producers basically call charge without condition. So the only 2 that actually have condition is producer Sarasvati, which is either any cost of Grand Siesta or Diva with cost 5, or any Diva with cost 5 or more. But that's fine. This is a loop deck.
Yep.
And yes, you can see there are quite a lot of spirits with cost 5 or more as well. So it's really not that hard to call charge on her. And yes, actually, beside Alex, Sarasvati can also make Nova remain on field as well. So you got like the double layer, then you got the triple layer right there.
And you also have to start boosting her symbol as well.
Yeah. So if you really have the ultimate combo, the way you do it is like you have Trickster giving 1 symbol, Noah herself giving herself 1 symbol. So there will be 3 symbols on attack, unblockable, unremovable, literally.
I need to process that slowly. Yeah, because like the last time I used School Band Noah for a fun deck, and I basically equipped the Dark Blade X on her so that she can have a target attack.
Dark Blade. Oh, yeah. You mean Twilight Fan? Wait,
no, it's Dark Blade.
The red one.
Yeah, the red one.
Lamau.
Even worse. Previously, I used there's a Nexus from Vice that if it's level 2, which requires 3 cores, gives one of your spirit target attack. I forgot like the complete requirement, but yeah, that's basically just use Noah and then like
Yeah. So that was one of the original win conditions. In like a main set deck.
Yeah, but like I cannot use in Diva.
Yeah, you cannot use in Diva. Yeah. There might be some target attacks in Diva, but I don't know. I didn't check.
Yeah.
Like it might work, but it's practically excessive in this deck.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's one win con, but obviously, you know, if this deck, so you know, as we've probably seen some examples already, or did we? I can't remember. But we can loop the magic cards, you know, especially with the Archangelia.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the angel punishment, whatever. Yeah. So, which means, you know, this version can never get past New Down.
Yes.
Which is why I put one copy of 10 Diva Bounty Sora. Because you can on attack literally burn one.
Then you can just refresh her with Lily.
Oh, you gotta send the so-called to burn one, but yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So you can't re-abuse it. Yeah, but like to be fair, there will still be ways to get around this whole deck. At the end, probably what it comes to is that it's just to see who deck out first. Like if you ever face in the loop deck, that's what I mean. You know, or timeouts, you know, whatever comes first, you know. Yeah. So but that's fine. So obviously that's a reason why Bounty Cell is limited to one is because she can just heal the life all the time.
Yeah.
That's fine. But because we have Neilantail.
Yep. So you can do that anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, so this is literally about to counter almost everything. So I talk about the defensive loop. Let's talk about the other loop in this deck.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so there are two loops in this deck.
Oh my god, no.
Yeah, so that's the reason why Offshot Neilantail is limited to one.
Okay.
So Neilantail has the effect. So Offshot Neilantail is BSC 39019. So she has the summon effect. Draw one from your deck bottom. Also, if you have a Mirage set, return a stage style card from your chest to your hand. Yeah. So you can do that. And pair it with Sengoku Fest main stage. Which means you can literally just recycle any one stage style every turn. At least one. Obviously, if you have 3 main stage, then you know that's another topic. Yep. And especially in Diva, they don't actually destroy Nessus.
Yep.
And most they return to hand or return to deck, which then you just draw into it again.
Yep.
So like the loop is pretty doable, not gonna lie. So but let's say we only have one main stage and one Neilantail. Let's not make it too complicated. So what you do is you summon Neilantail with your own summon effect. You return the stage style version of Neilantail to hand, which is BSC 37 because what it means is that you have a target to show up. Guarantee you to do the loop again next turn, and then you use main stage to recycle whatever stage style you want. Okay. Oh yeah, and I didn't forget to mention. So this deck can loop magic as well because you got SD5806 Schoolband Neilantail, which on summon literally recycle your Sun Magic card from your chest to hand.
Yes.
So you can loop New Down right there.
Yes.
Yeah, unfortunately, I can't really find a way to loop Diamond Wall, which is like the whole point. Like they literally kind of prevented it. Yeah. But that's why there are more copies of Diamond Wall than like more copies of New Down because you can just loop the New Down. And as I said, like to be fair, this deck you don't really need a lot of magic because you got the whole Diva Academy loop right there. To literally return 2 of the spirits every turn.
Yep.
Yeah. So there isn't really a need to use New Down that much. So the Diamond Wall is some more there to prevent the light burn if like if it happens kind of thing. So that's one loop. That's the other loop. It's kind of 2A and 2B. So 2A is looping the magic cards. to be fair, it kind of goes together. So basically, obviously, as I said with Neo Lantau, you use a summon effect to recycle either of the stage style Lantau, probably the school band one, so you can loop the new down as well. And then what do you get back with Sengoku main stage? Can you look at the list and tell me?
That Monochrome Fantasia Trickster?
Yeah, let's go. Because with Monochrome Fantasia Trickster on summon, you can literally take back another private wear and also another stage style to hand.
Oh my goodness, you and your loops, man, get some help.
So basically you only need 2 cards, and from extension you can take back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can take back 5 cards. 2, 4, 5.
On a motorbike.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. It's
And obviously you can even extend more from there, because like what it means is that like, so this is more like a double layer of protection as well.
Yep.
Because obviously, well, with contract blaster, you know, it's always going to be on the field even in soul state. So like the main breaking point is really Summer Holiday Trickster, because that's the main engine for the defensive loop. Because like you need literally 3 copies of Trickster to do that. You can't even miss even one of them. But obviously, if you send all 3 of them to the trash, then it's undoable. So like that's why you have to take one back, advance it, take the second copy of Trickster back, swing again, take the third copy of Trickster back, and then you can do the loop.
damn.
Yeah. So like this loop, I mean, obviously there are a lot of ways to do it, but like this is like kind of like a safety measure to make sure that you don't break the defensive loop. Yeah. Oh my god, it's actually so funny. But yeah, so besides that, obviously there's like all the other card choices in this deck is, you know, kind of there's a reason to it. I mean, Maguchi is pretty obvious, especially with Trickster and Blackster. It's the gain counter pretty slowly as well. So you kind of need that, and obviously guaranteed reduction. And also you need the Mirage for Neira and Tail to actually recycle a stage style to hand. So that's kind of the only way to do it.
Yes.
Obviously you've got 1 copy of Bounty Cell. I mean, let's be honest, this deck can literally loop a stage style. What's better than that?
Exactly.
Well, most of the time your slot would be taken by Karen Pawn. But you know, it's just like one of those things where like if you need to heal the life instead, then you got Bounty Cell to do that. There's also one reason why I play Banisora, like the 10 Diva Banisora. Oh yes, so just to explain, obviously Maguchi BSC 49 CPO2, Bounty Cell is BSC 47001, and what Bounty Cell does is that it's also a burst on attack. So again, after all attack effects and before the first fresh timing.
Yep.
So gain one life, and then summon this card. Then, by summoning another Bounty Spirit card from the trash without paying the cost, gain another life. And that's literally the whole reason why I play Bounty Store. So you can gain 2 lives when the opponent attacks. And you can loop this.
Yeah. All that PTSD from that old video that we made for your channel is coming back.
Yeah, like interestingly, yeah, this deck has a lot of best choices, and you know, it all depends on like which one you need at that moment. Like I said, defense loop, but obviously you don't have we had to do that every turn. So like yeah, it's just like a lot of safety measures being put in here, you know, kind of things. To be fair, like Callum Pawn, even if you just hard summon her, can be pretty good as well. Because like summon effect is like stripping cost from a spirit down to down to 1 core. And what it means is that with Contract Blackster, you can target attack it. Because Contract Blackster can target attack level 1 spirit on attack. Yeah. So when you ask me, actually, no, when you're trying to explain what's a 2-box deck and what's a good stuff deck, here you are. This is a literal 2-box good stuff deck in Diva format.
Yeah. You know what? Also, like why we don't really want to touch about good stuff in Diva, because they can be pretty disgusting, and that's also why that Flame Sandria is being pair banned with the.
They're not being pair banned.
They're banned. Oh yeah, they're banned. They're just banned.
They're literally just banned. Yeah.
Yeah, they used to be in the pair ban and then they are put in the ban.
I don't think they were ever paired. Oh, actually, no.
The pair ban is not between Flame Sandria and Flame Sandria used to be a pair ban with something.
And Sengoku Fest. Yeah,
and Sengoku Fest, and then these two,
and then they just straight up banned it.
Yeah, and now they're just that is the now actually we don't have any ban pair anymore. Like ban pair is just gone. I thought like this format have safe ban pair, and then like they just nope, ban pair is cringe. Now we are only going to do ban pair if it's if we want to reprint anything from Digimon.
Basically, yeah.
And fuck them for that. unless they do that for like the whole like the whole Killmon line, I will say no. Let's not do this. They do kind of like a crossover booster, kind of like in a crossover game. Like I mean like they already have like the art for like the crossover cards anyway. Why not just print them? Please. I want my nondescript Evil cross Evil copy that is not a cross Evil. And also that Nightling that is supposed to be the one of the Grongi. But like they make her into like a very a succubus. But that one I want. I want that as a physical card, please.
Lamau.
Yeah.
But yeah, so this is my deck, and I am looking forward to building it because literally the only cards I'm missing here are 3 Blackster and the cost 7 Neylandtail. I have literally everything else.
Yep. And that's
actually I think I only have like 2 copies of Diva of Layover. I don't know. I have to check. Oopsie.
But they got reprinted anyway, so if we are missing anything, then we can just get them while we get our BS75 stuff.
Hopefully, yeah.
Yeah. And of course, we're going to get them from Cardboard Collectible, our good friends.
Yes.
I'm not saying this because we are sponsored, but they are our good friends regardless.
Now we can properly say we're being sponsored, so that we have to actually say those stuff.
Yeah. it is still a trial, so do check them out so that we can keep this partnership going.
Exactly. Please.
Exactly.
Please, I beg you. Please.
Yeah. Exactly. Because I mean like sponsorship are supposed to help us to like make more contents, right? And this partnership actually we are doing it pretty much in that direction. To go there, check them out. If you fancy anything, you can grab them again. We don't have any discount code because they have changed their system. They don't really have discount code, but every single purchase will give you a 10% store credit cashback that you can use on your next purchase. And if you spend anything above 200 Singapore dollar, you get a free shipping as well, a free express shipping. So the cards will be in your doorstep within at most like 4 days, unless like if you are in Germany and then what was that again? The customs fuck up again. Like customs just hold it, and then maybe it's going to take longer. But like on normal days, it's going to take maybe like 3 to 4 days. 2 to 4 days. So very nice.
Very nice.
Yeah, recommended. Sponsored or not, I recommend them. Yeah, it's also pretty nice, right? Because like it is pretty much a native online story, so you don't really have to go through all the layers of getting a proxy. You can just buy them directly. And also they pretty much updated their price matching like the Japanese stores anyway. So yeah, you pretty much get pretty close a deal with what you can get in Japan as well. Yeah, do check them out. And the list and then especially if you're listening this on the audio platform, I'm going to, just like last time, I'm going to upload this list into Google Drive as well. So yeah, do check them out. Try out the Diva format, especially if you have tried the Eternal format and then you wanted something that is not quite standard, but also you kind of wanted something a little bit slower. I think it's a very nice, it has a pretty nice balance as well. Although, yeah, you can also make very disgusting stuff because Diva is a very big family, and that is the whole reason why this format even exists in the first place. But yeah, the sky is the limit, as usual. Yeah. Yep. So yeah, that's pretty much. It's pretty much that the what was it again? The episode to kind of like show that we actually like Diva for real. It's not just we say that we like Diva, but yeah, we actually do the talk for once. But yeah. If you guys have any other questions, comments, or requests, so for example, if you want this kind of episode where we kind of talk about like our pet decks as well, or like you wanted us to challenge us to build some sort of decks with a certain limitation, then yeah, do feel free to send them to us to our email at therefreshsteppodcast@gmail.com or by commenting down below on YouTube. So yeah, I guess now that Ayumu has pretty much destroyed my brain with all these loops, like even in my build that doesn't have any loop, like he got me talking about loops for like 15 minutes with my half-cooked loop. So yeah, I kind of have to lay down and kind of like let all this rest in my brain. Yeah, I guess that has been everything that we can share for this week. We hope that you guys have a nice week going forward, and we'll see you all in the next thing. Bye.
Bye.
Is this episode going to loop as well?
Let's start with the horse one first.
Okay, because it's the year of